Appreciation August is on 1 week early at integrativemysticism.com. From now until the 31st of August 2020, enjoy 20% off all Scarlet Moon services, including gift certificates when you apply the codes on your screen. We are now also accepting tips and donations for those of you who've been requesting that for the last 7 years. You can now leave a tip or a donation at my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Capricorn. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick heads up for you, I recently debuted a new type of horoscope that I'm going to be adding to the weeklies. Not the videos themselves, could be way too long. But for those of you who were watching earlier this week or you're subscribed, you probably saw I brought out a Build Your Spread scope, where it's as personal as it could possibly get when it comes to a general YouTube reading. But basically what happens is I guide you through a clearing and meditation and connection and selection process where you select from cards that are charged and blessed and shuffled to provide what the most predominant themes and occurrences are for this coming week, and in terms of the energetic atmosphere, and then you actually build your own 5-card reading that I read for you. So if you want to check it out, it is pretty involved because you've got to get personally involved if you want a more personal reading. You can check it out on my main channel page by just clicking on my avatar beneath this video. So what is going on when it comes to this coming week? This week, Capricorn, it's all about you getting involved where you may be waiting for too much of the external to do the work. And I think a lot of this has to do with maybe you waiting for people you see as leaders or maybe more influential or more powerful or more resource wealthy than you to kind of give you okays where you are actually an equal partner, where you might perceive some power or influence imbalances where they are not. And the reason I'm saying that is because there is this huge call for you to get more involved in some huge shifts that are going on in your environment, whether it's your social environment, professional environment, spiritual environment, where you are not necessarily always taking the most initiative. Like, you're very good about showing up when you're asked to show up, but it's time for you to kind of contribute and throw in with your own plans and your own creations. No one is saying that you're lazy, but you might be thinking that you can't be the initiator when you need to be. And I'm going to talk about that right here with the World card reversed. There is something going on where we need to get back in the game, because there is a do-over opportunity with a big break that maybe we thought was kind of one and done, or it's something that we wish we could have kept going, but it was cut kind of short, or we've been waiting for it to come back around the bend. Well, with the World card reversed, I'm kind of seeing a lot of you Capricorn people needing to be the ones to help bring it back to life. The World card reverse is all about do-overs, second chances, giving things the right go. But if you are waiting to be told that it's available or you're invited, it's not going to happen, because nobody is taking the time to make it happen because everyone's got something going on. But I do see that there is a desire to get back in the saddle with this with more people than just yourself. And so with the World card reverse, this is a week where you got to pay attention. How do I revise, expand, and again, get something back on that was one and done but never should have been done in the first place? In fact, as we get to your material concerns, we talk about your wealth, your finances, your job. We got the 8 of Wands reversed, and a lot of things are flowing back into your space that maybe were misfired incorrectly, ended incorrectly, or in error. The 8 of Wands reversed is indicating here there is an opportunity to correct something that has gone off course or slowed down in its course. But it is going to require a lot of personal involvement. In fact, the 8 of Wands reversed, there is a request, I guess you could say, for some incitement from you. So if you have been waiting on replies for applications that you filed weeks ago, months ago, if you are waiting on conversations to pick back up that kind of died, You have got to be the one to do it, because the Eight of Wands reversed is saying that there are rewards for people who have the nerve to do it. I don't care about proper channels and protocol, by the way, if you haven't noticed. I just don't care what kind of industry you're in. You need to call. You need to do something. Be tough. The Eight of Wands reversed is essentially saying something has veered off course or slowed down in its development that is going to require more person power in order to get the lift off it deserves. Because when we do, with the World card reversed working with this, we actually see a big splash. We see a big bang that is going to kind of blow the lid off what our initial estimates were for the payoff for this role, this job, or this transaction. But you're really going to need to, get out of the passive, patient waiting kind of phase here. Because again, the World card reverse is saying you can't do it. As we get on to your community, your friends, relatives, other people in your life, we got the Four of Wands in reverse, and there is something getting built with, for, and around you, and either a friend, a community, a relative, a crew, that is requiring some help to actually get structured, that is requiring some assistance to be grounded. When I look at this card, I'm actually seeing, the girl on the other side of the portal and the boy on this side of the portal kind of telling each other, I need your help to hold this gateway open. We need to be able to expand this gateway. So we both got to be able to do this. And then we're going to have a good thing, because the Four of Wands reversed is all about the setup and the construction of something beautiful. And this is something that is going to have a payoff, whether it's paying off in your social life, romantic life, professional life, or something again for your family, your community. It's all there, but it is something that you have to make sure that you can set some time aside for. I am seeing that this is going to require possibly some regular work, regular diligence, right hours out of the day, time to set up. This is when we have our Skype call or our meeting. This is when we agree to talk on the phone. We're going to dedicate, every Thursday between, 7 and 8 to this thing. Let's do our homework. And if you do, you're going to find that the gratification is not going to be long to wait for. As we get on to your challenge, your lessons that present as challenges, we've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm actually seeing this as just sort of a reiteration, because as I look at this card, I get such a very deep, similar feeling to the World card reversed, where it's kind of saying, yeah, you're still needing to pay attention to where your ideas, your creative flow, your professional flow itself, don't measure it against other people. Okay, it doesn't have to be as polished as you think. People will work with you. Four of Wands reversed. We're going to open this together. We're going to do this together. We're going to build this structure together. Nine of Pentacles reversed. This flow, this whatever. If you're trying to make sure something is picture perfect before you even debut it, you're making a mistake. Okay, it doesn't have to be that way. That's old paradigm. And if you're really trying to create something of beauty and service in the highest interest of all concerned, you're not going to try and capitulate to shallow people. It's okay to swim upstream when it comes to this kind of stuff. Don't worry about shallow people and their attention spans. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is indicating that this is ultimately your challenge, to be able to kind of look, let that draft be there. Just go in and make the pitch. Make the brainstorm happen. If you're waiting for other people to tell you it's okay to do it, or you don't think you're a big enough piece on the board, you're going to shortchange yourself. And so we are correcting a lot here. Stop. Just stop. As we get on to your relationships with love and romance, we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. And this is a very interesting card to see here, because we see, once again, a do-over or a second chance. I feel like this is a second chance with, for those of you who are available, or single, available for somebody new. This is a second chance with somebody that maybe got pushed out of your life by a distraction in the past. Now, this distraction could have been a practical distraction, right? Maybe it was impractical. It was not something that could happen because of long distance or work or responsibilities or going way back in the past. We just didn't go to the same school. We left. The Ten of Pentacles reversed is saying something that was pushed out by a practical distraction or a practical deterrent is now going to be available to you. For those of you who are currently in existing relationships, those of you who are coupled, the Ten of Swords reverse is indicating that there is a chance to bring something back into your life or into your relationship's life that we made a sacrifice or we sacrificed either for the relationship or for the family once upon a time. And the World card reverse is saying now it's time to have a do-over. It's now okay to have this. We can welcome this into our space. We can call this back up. We can actually make this happen. We maybe had to sacrifice it before, put it on hold before, put it on black or lack before, but this is not something we have to deny ourselves anymore. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.